Hi everyone. Today is Sunday. It's the 29th of July, and I am well, what I wanted to say. I want to show you what I'm doing right now. I wanted to show you my whips, and I have quite a few projects that I am stitching right now, and I have a couple of plans that I want to start, but I'm not so sure what I want to start because I really want to start another project, and I'm having to stop myself because I don't want to have too many projects going on at the same time. And on the other side, I really want to stitch something new, but I want to stitch something new every day, but I cannot do that. Anyways, these two kits I have showed you in my last couple of videos. This one is the first one I finished, and this is my second finish. These are Riolis. These are times of the year. This is, I think, this is spring. Is it spring? I don't know. Anyways, and this is summer, and I have 4 of these kits. I've told you about them in my last video, I think, but I've decided, well, my plan was to stitch all 4 of them and then frame them together, but I've decided not to keep stitching the other 2 because these are stitched with wool, and I also have the octopus, which is also stitched with wool, and I really am getting tired of it. But I've decided that I will keep my octopus, of course, because I love him. He's beautiful. And these ones I have finished. I'll put them aside, and the other 2 I will keep stitching a little bit later because I do want to have the whole set of 4, but I don't want to get tired of wool stitching. I want to stitch with threads, and I have a new project that I need to show you that I haven't been showing you for the last month because I'm bad like that. I do not keep up with my videos, though I would. I need to because really I like making videos, and I really enjoy reading your comments because you are amazing, and thank you so much for watching and so much for commenting so many amazing comments. So basically what I wanted to say, I started a new project during this month, and I am already halfway through it. It's going really fast, and I'll show you in a couple of minutes what it's about. But these are 2 of the kits that I finished. I'll show you up close. I haven't washed them yet. I am planning on doing that, but only when I finish the other 2. For now, I just rolled them and put them aside, but this is the first one. Can you see how beautiful the crosses look? They're so puffy. It's so fun to touch. My nails. I do my own nails, by the way. Anyways, it's so fun to touch, and it's so puffy because the wool is like really, I don't know, it's just puffy. And this is the other one. This is my last one. There is a little question about it because can you see the little green crosses over here? I do not understand what they are about, though they do have them on the preview. It's like they're supposed to be there, but I don't know, it seems like it's a mistake. When I was stitching this, I actually thought about redoing this and just coloring over it or stitching over it with the darker green, but I've decided not to touch it, and I've decided to just keep it the way it is. Maybe that's how the author meant it to look. I don't know. For me, it looks a little strange, but I don't know. Anyways, if you have any idea about it, I would love to hear what you think. Does it look right to you? Because seems like a little bit of a mistake. But two of these kits are amazing. I really enjoyed stitching them. They were kind of resting kits for me because they're really, really easy to stitch. And it took me like maybe 2-3 weeks, maybe 3 weeks to stitch each one of them. I'll show you the back side of them. I never try, sorry, my windows are open. I never tried to make a perfect back side to my cross stitch. I don't know why a lot of girls I know do try to make it look perfect and without all the carpet looking stuff, but I never really had the urge to keep it perfect, so I don't really care how the back side of my cross stitch looks like. It's going to be, you know, covered anyway. So I think they look really good, and I think that they will look amazing framed. So this is number one. This is what I wanted to show you. Now, a lot of you have been asking me about my octopus, and I'm going to show you what I have and how it's going. It's really progressed for the last month. So let's see what I have. And this is it. Sorry, I'll put it aside. All right. So this is my octopus. Can you see how gorgeous it looks? It's amazing. It's so colorful. I'm already finished with the octopus. I only have a couple of arms left, couple of legs, I don't know. How do you call them? Tentacles. Couple of tentacles left. They're going right over there. You know what? I'm going to bring the preview because I have it on my table right. One moment, please. Okay, I got it. Got a little crinkle. Anyways, I hope that you can see, but this is how it looks like. You see, I've already finished the whole part where the, you know, the main octopus is, and I only have left the tentacles right over here. Then I will have the back, which is the ship, the blue colors, and a couple of fishes, which will go right over here. Couple of fishes. You know what? I have this thing about the background. You stitch it with wool and you stitch it with regular thread, encore thread, and for some reason it seemed really weird to me because like this lighter part, can you see that? This is stitched with 2 strands of regular thread, and this is the darker blue. This is stitched with regular thread but with 3 strands, so the crosses look a little puffier. But when you look at the wool stitching, they look even more puffier. So for one reason, I didn't really understand why they had 2 strand regular encore thread cross stitches. But now I do get it, because when you get a little farther, I don't know if you can see that, but it actually looks a little 3D, because these parts, they go a little like to the front, and these are staying in the background, and it even feels like the background is a little 3D. Plus, I had this back stitch over here, which was in the same color the stitches were, and when I was stitching them, it seemed so weird to me because I couldn't understand if I took the right thread, because the thread was disappearing on the stitching on the crosses because it was the same color. But then when you go a little further away, then you can see that it actually draws the outline of the I don't know what it is, like the underwater like growing stuff. I don't know, I'm sorry for my English, I'm trying. But how do you call them? Never mind. Anyways, the back stitch really helps to draw the background details. Anyways, I really enjoy stitching him. I have been getting comments about you wanting to see him, and I am so happy to hear that some of you have started it too, because I am sure that whoever stitches these kits really enjoys them, because really it's just a burst of color, and the more you the more you stitch it, the more you want to stitch it, because I wasn't really sure about this kit. It is a little childish, it's really colorful, it's even a little too colorful for me. It's not exactly the style of cross stitch that I go for, because I don't really go for the underwater style, you know. But this kit really took me in, and I really enjoyed it. So guys, this is my octopus. This is how he looks like. Let's see the crosses up close, the back stitch, looking amazing, really beautiful, really amazing. I am so enjoying stitching that. I really want to finish it and see how it comes up. So hopefully you liked it, and hopefully you'll enjoy stitching it as much as I do. Now, I have 3 more kits that I am stitching. Let's see what else do I have. I don't know, should I show you the new one? I'll keep my heaven and earth to the last clip. I'll keep my heaven and earth to show you last, and let me show you the Nutcracker. Okay, so my little Nutcracker, I've actually kept stitching it. When I started him, I really thought that I was going to finish him like in 2 weeks, because these are smaller kits. Can you see like my hand? And I really thought that I will finish him really fast and just start something new. But no, I haven't. I actually put him aside for a while, and then I just took him in and I stitched just a little bit, and then I put him aside again. For some reason, he wasn't going so fast. Well, he wasn't going as fast as I was hoping him to. So I have been stitching him lately a little more every like weekend ish. And I have finished the back side, and I've already started the front. So hopefully in the next few weeks, maybe I will keep him growing. Let's see what I have now. Can you see I have finished the back side? I didn't color this in because I just didn't see the point. This is the marker that I used to color. My threads, all the threads are still in place. I'm sure that I will have more than enough to finish this project. Though when you take them, when you just start stitching, first of all, the threads are kind of short. You see, threads are pretty short, and when I stitch, I usually take the longer threads. But well, that's enough. I don't really enjoy the thread because I don't really understand what company the threads are, but they are okay for this kind of project. So this is what I have. Can you see how much I have already stitched? This is the back. His back is already finished. Now all I have left is to finish the front and then put them together. But let's see the front. This is his front. I already have his shoes ready, and I am going up for his coat. I think he looks really nice. It's really nice. Not nice, it's really fun to stitch him. But you know, we all like our fabrics and our, you know, our kids. So I don't know why he's taking me so long. He's not that big. He's like the size of my hand, but I don't know. Maybe he's just not my type. Anyways, this is the next one that I'm stitching. I usually stitch him on the weekends when I go to visit my mom, and I do have another kid over at her place. Maybe I'll film that one day. And sometimes when I get tired of stitching the kid that I stitch over there, I actually take him for a couple of minutes and I try to finish him over there, because at home I never stitch him. Let's see what else I have. Let me show you the Heaven and Earth first, and then I'll show you the new project that I'm stitching. There he is. This is my Heaven and Earth design. This is my largest project for now, and I really love him, though I'm having a lot of difficulties with him. Not because he's really difficult, because there are only like 28 or 38 colors. I'm not really sure, I don't remember. But because of this, I hate stitching with black floss. I really don't like it, and I really don't enjoy stitching with the same colors, such big portions. But what can I do? That's what I picked, and I don't want to put him away. I really want to finish him and see the girl that he's hugging, but this is getting a little difficult for me. The fabric I don't really like. I mean, can you see the fabric through the threads? I stitched it with through two threads with half crosses, and my Heaven and Earth, the one that I've already finished, the Asian Fantasy one, it did not have these holes. So this is not the fabric that I used in that project. Unfortunately, I didn't really notice that when I took the fabric to stitch on, but in real life you cannot see the, you know, the light behind the floss. So it's not as bad as it looks on camera. It really isn't. So I do hope that when I wash it, the fabric will sit a little bit and you will not be able to see that as much. But it's really hard for me, and it's taking me a long time to stitch with one color. It's taking me not less than a week. Though when I stitch a fragment, it usually takes me like 4 days, and this only one color takes me like more than a week even. So this is the Beloved. I'm going to show you how I stitch it. I do not use printed pattern, do not use PDFs. I use a digital pattern. I use it on Cross Stitch Saga. Hopefully you all know the program, but if you don't, if you want to see and you want to hear about it, I would love to make a video about Cross Stitch Saga and explain to you how to use it, because it's so easy and it's so fun to use, especially when you stitch larger projects like Heaven and Earth designs and stuff. And this is what makes it go so fast. So I do have Crossty, is the program that I used to use, and then I purchased Cross Stitch Saga because I really wanted to just see what it was about. Basically they're almost the same, but Cross Stitch Saga is the newer, you know, more better version of Crossty. So I use this one. It's stronger, it holds larger charts, so I really enjoy it. The only problem with it is that it shows you how many crosses you stitched and how the percentage of the you know, the chart that you stitched, but it doesn't show you the time. So that's the only problem I'm having with it. You do have to have Dropbox to put your charts in, to, you know, upload it to the programs. And these are the fragments that I stitch on. I actually cut it in pattern maker, and I put them in my draw box, and then I pull it from there. And this is the fragment that I am using right now. Can you see that? It's so easy. You just light up the color that you want to stitch. Well, in this case, it's really easy because, you know, it's mostly the same color. But when you want to light, like, let's see, like a different color, maybe this, the brown one, like 3371, it's the brown. You can see I already colored it, so I need to erase it. Okay, I'm going to lock it. Anyways, when you pick when you pick one color and you highlight it, then you cannot see all the rest, and your eyes don't break over looking for, you know, the right symbol. So it's really easy and it's really fun to use, and I cannot stitch HAEDs or any big project like that that I do have on digital without these programs. I mean, I really recommend you to try them. They're really fun to use. Anyways, if you want to see a review on this program and how to use it exactly and what to do with it, I will love to make a video about that. You can write on the comments and I will love to explain to you. So this is how I stitch my heaven and earth. Yes. Okay, so can you see him? He's beautiful, and hopefully I will finish him and I will not get all tired of it because of this. The black is killing me. So now I want to show you my newer project. I mean, I have been stitching it for the last couple of, like, maybe 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks, and I do have a progress with it. I've already gone halfway through, and you'll see why in a moment. So this is my new kit. You haven't seen it yet. I haven't showed you when I got it, and well, I have been MIA for the last month. But this is Rioli stew, as you can tell. This kit I really wanted for a very long time, but for some reason I just couldn't get myself to buy it because I always wanted something else. And then I did buy it. I had this idea how I wanted to embellish it and make it better, because this is stitched with only 2 colors. It has 3 colors in it, and I'll tell you why in a moment, but you stitch it with only 2 colors. So I've decided to put something new into it, something of my own, and I ordered Cranic. I added Cranic to the turquoise color that's in this, and it's looking amazing. Hopefully you'll be able to see it, because when I was filming it for my Russian channel, it's really hard to see the sparkle of the Cranic. Though right now when I'm looking at it, it's beautiful. It's like turquoise stars. Anyways, this is not a big project. This is, you have 2 options on it. You can make it into a table runner, and then the size will be 62 over 32 centimeters. Or you can make it into a panel, and it will be 45 over 16 centimeters. So it's your choice. You can make a table runner or a panel out of it. Doesn't matter. I am making a panel because I don't want to ruin my cross stitch as a table runner, and I do know that my cat is going to walk over it and my husband is going to spill something on it, so I don't want it to happen. The name of this project is Seahorse. Obviously it's Seahorse, and this is stitched on, let's see, this is stitched on 18 count. I love 18 count. This is my favorite count. It has only 3 colors, but only 2 of them you do use. You use the turquoise for the whole stitching, and the darker blue for the back stitch, and I will show you the back stitch in a moment. You will just go crazy when you see it. I think you can tell by the image that the back stitch in this project is crazy. really, it's crazy. It's like, if you don't know how to backstitch and you take this on, you'll become a master of backstitch. Anyways, the threads are looking like this. You see, not that much thread. This color is actually, I couldn't get myself to understand how and where do you use it. Then I realized that when you make the table runner and you tie these little threads together, then you use the white. Otherwise, you making a panel out of it, I do not use the white at all. I just use the backstitch and the stitching colors. And to make it even more sparkly, I added the cranic to it. Can you see? The thing is that I first thought that it will be really, wrong because the colors are different, but this is blending filament, so it's not really obvious, and it adds so much sparkle to this project. You won't even believe how beautiful it looks. I use this marker to color over my chart, and I am already halfway through. I'm already somewhere up here, so let me show you what I have and how it looks like. 1 second. I'm sorry for the, there it is. There it is. I'm going to take this away and my little magnet, and this is the thread that I use, and this is what I have. Can you see? I don't know, can you see the sparkle? Because I can never catch the sparkle. It's so sparkly in reality, and the camera just doesn't show, but you can definitely see that it has cranic in it. Can you see the backstitch? It's crazy. The backstitch actually goes almost in every square. I mean, look over here. It's crazy. But it is very, very fun. It's counted backstitch, so you don't have to think about it too much. You just color over the lines, and it's looking so good. I really enjoy it. It's going really fast, really, really fast. Can you see the backstitch? It's amazing. I've been stitching it for the last maybe 3 weeks. I think this is my 3rd week, and I am so enjoying it. I can't even tell you. I actually, when I just opened it and I noticed that there's so much backstitch in it, I actually got a little freaked because I didn't know if I'm going to like it. It's too much backstitch. But when I started, and when I started to color over and around the cross stitch with the back stitch, it just started to paint out so beautiful, and the picture is looking amazing. There you have it. I've already started the other half. It's kind of a mirror image, and now I only need to keep the back stitch because I do the back stitch as I go with my cross stitch. I do not keep it for last, and I love it. It's one of my favorite projects. Like, I have my octopus is number 1 for me, and this is my 2nd place favorite project. So hopefully you enjoyed watching it. Hopefully you liked this video. I'm sorry for not making videos more often, but I do have a lot on my mind. I have my job, which I do. I have homework, well, not homework, like homework, like a housewife. I have a lot on my mind because I do have my Russian channel too, and that's something that I am really devoting myself to. And I really, really like making English videos because it's really helping me with not forgetting the language and learning it, and speaking to you. I really, really enjoy it, and I really enjoy reading your comments. They are really amazing. Really, you are amazing, and thank you so much for watching and so much for commenting. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you will give me thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. I really will try not to keep it too long before making another video, but I do not want to promise anything. I will make another video as soon as possible, and I am so waiting to hear what you have to say about these projects. And that's all I can tell you. I don't have anything else to show you for now. Soon I definitely will have new project. I am sure that I'm going to start something new, and I am definitely going to share it with you. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll see you in my next video. Give me thumbs up, subscribe, and see you. Bye bye.